Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share my counterfeit kit for January. If you stop over at the Counterfeit Kit Club Challenge Blog, you will find the inspiration kit there, and it's the December Hip Kit Club kit. Mine they chose to go with the December kit, which wasn't, like typical reds and greens. It's turquoises, blues, pinks, whites, very soft colors, but it can be used for winter or whatever. So I was going through my stash and I thought, well, I got this collection pack before Christmas. It has some of the same blues and pinks in it, but of course not the stark white. It's kind of got the creamy white in the background, which I'm okay with. It still has a bit of white in it. Not a lot though. But this is one from Craftsmith, and it was one of those hot buys at Michael's before Christmas, so I got it for $5. I split it up, so half of it is going to my sister, and then I kept the other half. There's 48 sheets in this paper pad, so 24 is what I'm keeping. And I'll go through here. There's lots of cut-aparts in the collection. They're all single-sided. Very pretty shades of blues and this corally pink and the yellow I just thought would go so nice with this month's kit. My kit I'm calling Renewal. It's kind of like, that whole New Year thing. Just feeling the need to renew, and I think florally prints make me really feel that way. Because spring comes around, and I guess it's just because I'm ready for spring. So maybe that's why. And I love these cut apart words. I can't wait to cut those apart. And these word sheets, I may leave that whole and I may cut it up. I don't know. Border strips, again, I might leave it whole, might cut it up. And some of these have that metallic sheen to them. They have, I don't know if it's showing up so great in the camera, but love the colors in this. The inspiration kit also had cut-aparts in it, which I have here, and I'll be cutting those apart. The inspiration kit, if you went to the website, the Hip Kit Club website, it had lots of, you could get a cardstock add-on. And so I just went through my stash and pulled in some random bits of cardstock that kind of matched. I found this glittered piece here, and I pulled that in. Oh, I found a piece of vellum with the metallic hearts on it. I found this vellum with polka dots on it. They're not really metallic, they're just variegated color in there. I found this overlay. The inspiration kit had a piece of paper in it that had newsprint look to it. And so I found this, and this has been in my stash for years, guys. It is a Creative Imaginations Narratives by Karen Russell. I have no idea. I think I got it in a kit years ago, but it's been in my stash for a long time. I added in some cream cardstock. I added in pink. That's kind of like a brownish color, maybe? No, dark gray. Lighter gray. And some pinks. And then some craft. And this craft is actually, there's a couple of sheets of this. It's the back side of this My Mind's Eye Life Stories. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to cut those apart. It's just not me. But I love this softer shade, lighter shade of craft. I also pulled in a 6x6 pad, and this one I've used quite a bit, and I want to see if I can get more used out of it. It's mostly blues and some yellows in here and that cream color, and I want to see if I can get more of that used up. The inspiration kit had a stamp. Oh, did it have a stamp set? It had inks, and I'm pretty sure it had a stamp set too. And so what I did was I went through my stamps. It had a Tim Holtz Ranger product, the Distress inks, and so I went through and I have the whole collection of Close to My Heart inks. So I pulled in my crystal blue ink pad with my re-inker and my blush ink pad with my re-inker, and I think I'm going to have some fun with those this time. Since I'm limiting to what I'm pulling in, I'll pull in some black if I need to stamp these other images. That's just a camera image, and I want to say it came out of the dollar bin at Michael's, and I've used it several times. These are both new. They're Heidi Swap embellishments, and I think I got them at Michael's when they had them on sale. All three of these are Close to My Heart stamps. And all three of them, I used them for Project Life. I pulled them mainly for the images that kind of match the images in the stamp set that they had. And so this one I've never used. These other two I have. And I actually pulled this one for the camera on it as well. So now I'll have the two cameras. Plus I have a Sizzix die that's a camera, so I might use that as well. Anyway, so then there was some wood veneer that you could purchase to go along with the kit, and I just pulled out this set. It's from Teresa Collins, and it's called Wonderful, and it's these images. It's one of those, part of a big collection that I bought of 5 different packages from like Peachy Cheap. It also had the Amy Tangerine templates for sewing your alphabets, and so I don't have those, but what I do have are these old Basil Basics sewing templates. And so I pulled in, I have 2 separate sets of those, and so I pulled those in to use. And I pulled, of course, some twine, some white twine, but because I'm not using the stark white of my kit, I may go back and pull out cream color, maybe a blue or a pink color to go with this kit. I went through, they had lots of like rub-ons and a whole sheet of, I want to say it was Heidi Swap of the color embellishments that you can color yourself. So what I did is I went through my white embellishment drawer and I pulled out tons of white embellishments. Okay, these I don't think I'll be able to color because they're, well, these ghost letters I can. I've colored them before. They're white, but I have all these rub-ons and I don't think I'll be able to color these. And I've had all of these in my stash for quite a while, and I would like to get, you know, some more of them used up. That's a, those are all American Crafts. This is a Close to My Heart. These are some random stickers that I had in my white color bin. I found these. They are EK Success stickers. They're cross stickers, but I feel like I could probably color those in. These are a couple of Heidi Swap Fleur-de-Lis type stickers. I found these Just Blooms Paper Shapes Flutter butterflies. There's some flowers in there as well, and you can color those. And then I found these. They're puffy stickers from My Mind's Eye. No, Me and My Big Ideas. And they're pretty old. I don't see a date on there, but I want to say these have been in my stash for a long time. Well, they're 2009. I've had several packages of these, and this is the last package I have to go. So I have those. Then I went through my drawer where I keep all of my silhouette cuts that I've already made. Let me get something to go behind this so you can see. And these, I just took some acetate sheets and put these down on. And there are words and different things that I have cut out with my silhouette and just haven't used them yet. I've cut them out for different kits, and I've used bits and pieces here and there, and these are what I have left over. And then I ran out of the acetate when I was cutting, and I used this piece of cardstock here, 8.5 by 11. And then I went through and I cut a ton there was a card pack in that had these like journaling cards and tags and things in them. I don't remember the manufacturer, but I went through and I printed out or cut out several cutout words. There was an Amy Tangerine set of like enamel dots, and so I didn't have any of those, so I went through and I cut some little images, and I cut them all out of white. So what I'll do is I'll go through and I will ink those up and then add some glossy accents or liquid glass that I have. And I'm telling you, I have tons of stuff here, guys. I mean, I went a little cut happy with my silhouette, but that's the fun part, right? Kind of put all of my words together. A big hello. Love that. And these stars, I will go through and probably color those because there was metal stars in the paperclip stars, gold and silver in the inspiration kit, and I didn't have well, I had a few of the metal paper clips, the silver ones. These are from Paper Studio, Hobby Lobby. Just a few of those that I added in. But that's all I had. I was going to cut some out on my silhouette, and then I thought, well, there's some offcuts here, and I'll just use those. Plus, I went through and, oh, what's her name now? Cat Scrappiness. Her goal this year, one of her goals this year is to use up brads, and like her, I have a ginormous collection of brads, and so anywho, I plan to get those used up as well. I mean, I don't think I'll use all of them, but I hope to get some of them used. And some of these I cut with the craft cardstock, and so they're not showing up so great on the craft background. But most of these had real simple shapes on them. And then I cut out some more flowers. Ooh. And then I mispositioned my my floral piece the first time I cut it, and so it cut off the edge here. It didn't cut, so what I did was I just recut it out, but I figure I can layer this somehow, you know, tuck it up under. I didn't want to throw it away. And so then I have all the little offcut pieces up here. But that's all of that. And you can see I went quite crazy with my silhouette. But that's the fun part about having a die cut machine, is you can go a little crazy. I went through my bling drawer and I pulled out some bling to use. There was just those one enamel shapes, not really a lot of bling in the inspiration kit, but I have these gray Teresa Collins enamel dots, these My Mind's Eye, The Sweetest Thing enamel dots. I have more Teresa Collins, He Said, She Said. I want to try and get all three of those packages used up. I have this bling strip here, and it's a Twinkle Border by Queen & Company. I have these subtle candy dots from Stampin' Up. 2 packs of these Spare Parts Rosette stickers. They're not enamel but epoxy stickers. And then I found this in my stash from Want to Scrap Nestabilities, Nestabling. It's to go with your Spellbinders dies in the heart shape. I don't know if I have the Spellbinders, but I have, I think, the quick cuts. These are just my random leftover shades of brown. Then I went through my stickers, just the miscellaneous stickers, and found some stuff stuck in there. These just random cardstock bits, punch-aparts. I don't know how many of them I'll be able to get used, but I pulled them in because I really want to get them used. This says Scrapbook Queen, and this says I'm a Scrapbook Diva. And I think I have some scrapbooking pictures from when my sister was here that I might be able to get used up. But these are all of the stickers that I have that I pulled. Some of them I only have like a few bits left on the page. Others I have like, this is a whole set with only one sticker gone. There's only a couple gone from here. That's a whole page there. Most are gone off from here. These are well used. Those I have some. These are a conglomeration of two separate packages. These are just a bunch of random stickers left over, and look at those. Those are those enamel dots that came with one of these Me and My Big Ideas, and there were probably 3 or 4 on there, but I have those left. I actually have 2 packages of these Whimsy stickers from Making Memories, and they're quite old as well. I've had these for quite some time. And I have 2 packages of these. One I've nearly used up. The other I've only used the one. These are leftovers. And I also found a punch-out page that I'm going to try and get used up. So I have all of that. And then I went through and I pulled some flair. These bigger ones are ones that my sister gave me, and I feel like they match my kit to some degree, so I'm going to try and use those. I also pulled in, they had one roll of like this turquoisey greeny color of washi tape with the diagonal stripes. So I went through and I pulled a light blue, a darker blue, and then this check, turquoisey greenish check. Went through my metal drawer. Not only did I find the little stars to use, but I found these resin pieces in my brads, and I found these gold and these silver stars in my brads, so that's why I wasn't so worried about printing out or cutting out a bunch with my silhouettes, because I found all of these. I also went through and I have my brads divided in these little bins. They're like little, they're craft mates. They lock on one end, and then you have to push the lock in order to get them popped up. But if you push it, you can open just that bin and take from there. You don't have to open the whole thing. I found these at Walmart years ago. And so I've got quite a few of those, and I just went through and picked some colors that matched my kit of all these like flower shapes and just regular brads, and put some in there and added them in. Then the kit also came with alphabets. Let me get down here to it. There were gray ones, and then there were wood tone ones. Just looking around to make sure I have everything. The wood tone ones, I've used these recently. I don't know if those, pretty sure the videos that I used these with ended up, or the layouts ended up on my blog, but I won't say 100% that they did. Anyway, I used these, I pulled these, what I have left of these, and hopefully I'll get more of them used up, if not all of them. And then I didn't really have wood grain except for these, but I did have these that are kind of cork looking, and so I pulled all of those. And then there were gray alphas. So I have this old sheet of simple sets from SEI from God 100 years ago, and then I found this set, which I want to say is Stickabilities. These DIY thickers that I got at Tuesday morning, that they are mistable, and what I did was I got my gray ink, my gray wool ink from Close to My Heart, as well as the re-inker, and I've got an empty bottle that I can mix up some spray, some mist, and spray those if I feel like I want to make titles with those. Then I pulled out these chipboard, and I figured chipboard is kind of gray looking anyway, so maybe I'll get some use out of those. Anyway, also in the kit they had some gold colored words and such, so I think some of my words, I pulled out my Versamark and my gold embossing powder from Close to My Heart, and also mine from Zing. This one is very metallic shiny, and this one is more of a matte finish gold. I also pulled out some Martha Stewart gold glitter, and I have some glue sticks that I might glitter up some of them. It kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. But anywho, that's my kit for this month. I hope to get, you know, at least 10 layouts from it, because that's part of my goal for the new year, is to get 10 layouts a month or 120 layouts for the whole year. So I'm hoping that with this kit I will at least get 10. I hope for more, but I'm okay with just 10. I'm not going to push myself to go to extremes this year, just because I'm done with school. I do start a new job this coming Monday, so I want to I want to be prepared to know that if I have to work late or whatever, I'm not going to stress over how many layouts I get done on my off time. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching today, and thanks for, you know, popping into my blog. My blog is juliesjournaloflife.blogspot.com, so feel free, stop by there. I try and post quite a bit on there, the scrapbooking layouts and some other random stuff that I'm up to. Thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.